Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the transmission lines on this 2004 Chrysler Sebring. And the only tools that you're going to need for this repair is a 7mm socket and ratchet, a flat blade screwdriver, and a razor blade. To access your transmission lines, you're first going to have to remove this air intake box, and to do that, you want to start off by just loosening up this clamp right here.
Where the air intake hose goes into the box, there are a couple tabs. Press those in towards the hose, pull the hose back out, and then there's also another bolt. There's a little stud right over where you see that finned aluminum thing. You'll need to remove that nut first. It was missing on our vehicle, but then you can pull the box up and out.
Now your transmission lines are right here, and they're held in with hose clamps. And the passenger side one is the lower one on this side, and the driver's side one is the upper one. And when these hoses get old, they harden up and they don't seal as properly, and then you have transmission fluid leaking out like this. So you want to slide a drip pan underneath the hoses.
Our car has conventional type clamps that have a 7mm bolt head, so we're using a 7mm socket and a ratchet to loosen them. Not sure if these are original equipment. You may encounter something different, either a pinch clamp that you have to pinch with a pair of pliers, or even a band clamp that you might have to cut. And the best thing to use is either a pair of wire cutters or bullnose wire cutters. And now here we've got the clamps loose, but the hoses have hardened to the shape of the fitting, so they're not pulling off.
Because they've hardened, the only way to actually get them off, for us anyway, is to actually cut them off. So using a razor blade, you just want to cut down the side of them, and they pull right off. Now to get the other end of these hoses, you can see you can't really get to the clamps. You can't fit a socket and ratchet in there. So what we have to do is remove the headlight, which is held in right here by two 7mm bolts. And we're just going to fast forward as Don removes these. Your headlight should just pull out, and you can just set that aside. Now you can see you have great access to these two clips here. We're just going to fast forward here as Don loosens up those clamps and slides them back. We'll continue to fast forward as he uses the razor blade again to cut those hoses off.
Clean the fittings off before installing the new hoses.
Now you just want to slide the clamp on and push the transmission line into place and slide the clamp down into place. Now you want to do the same thing with the other end. Just slide that clamp on, put the hose in place, and then slide the clamp up. And remember, the passenger side one is the lower hose. And now the driver's side one, same thing. Clamp on, connect the hose, slide the clamp forward, do the same up here, connect it to the top. And you just want to tighten up those clamps. Now that you're all set with those, you can reconnect your headlight. So you just want to push it into place and replace those two 7mm bolts. Now you want to just line up your air intake box with these two holes here, and then line up the hole on the air intake box with that pin right there. And we're just going to fast forward as he reinstalls the air intake box, reconnect the air intake hose, and then tighten up the clamp on the air intake hose. And then you're all set.
We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.